Hey everybody! So here's a relaxing yoga video for you. It's very calm and chill, and it's meant to help you unwind, de-stress, and relax. So I hope you enjoy it. Let me know how it goes for you. If you want to, if you're in a place where you can, dim the lights, light a candle, make your environment very cozy and relaxing. You might also want to have a blanket, a pillow, or a block nearby. Any props that you might have that will help you be more supported in the poses. That would be good. Okay, so let me know how it goes, and namaste. Begin in a seated position. Make sure you're comfortable. We'll be here for a few minutes breathing. So if you need to sit on a pillow and lift your hips, or sit on a blanket, sit on your knees, do whatever you need to do to get really comfortable. And then close your eyes and start to listen to your breath. Notice how long your inhale and exhale are by counting the seconds. And then start to lengthen your exhalation by at least one count. And each round of breath, try to make it a little bit longer by keeping your inhalation the same amount of time and your exhalation getting longer. So say you inhale for a 4 count, first time try to exhale for 5, next time exhale for 6, and so on. And notice how that slow exhalation is very relaxing. Next, block off your right nostril with your right thumb and take a few breaths in and out nice and slowly just through your left nostril. This side, the left nostril, is the side for relaxation, for cooling and calming. And so breathing exclusively through the left nostril is very, very relaxing. And the opposite is true. Breathing through the right nostril would be more energizing. You can try that anytime you might feel like you need a little more pep, a little more energy. But for today, we're just breathing in and out through the left nostril so we may relax. It's a great breath to do right before you go to bed. Release your hand and take a few breaths through both nostrils again, noticing what it feels like to breathe through both nostrils, noticing the effect that left nostril breathing had on your entire body. And then slowly and carefully make your way into downward facing dog. So just take it easy with this down dog. It's not meant to be anything strenuous, and try and see how relaxed you can be in this posture. Make sure your gaze is relaxed if your eyes are open, or go ahead and even close your eyes. Feel the gentle stretch through the entire spine and the legs. And then step your right foot forward in between your hands. Drop your left knee down to the mat and point your left toes behind you. Just take a very gentle, easy, low lunge. So you want to make sure your spine stays long so that you're not rounding and hunching forward over your knee. Keep your hands on the floor, or if you want to, you can bring your hands up to your knee, but even that might be a little too much work, a little too strenuous. Right now we're taking it super easy, so keep your fingertips on the floor as long as that feels good for you. And then again, slowly and carefully, steadily, and with the least amount of effort, bring yourself back into downward facing dog. Notice the effects that the lunge had on your body. And take your left foot forward. Drop your right knee now onto the mat, point your right toes behind you, and settle into your low lunge. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. And continue with that deep breathing with the long exhalation, even as we're moving and practicing our postures. So the more you can lengthen that exhale, the more relaxed, steady, and calm you'll be. If you did bring your hands up onto your thigh on the second side, try it on this side, but of course that is totally optional. If that's too much engagement for you right now, don't do it. Carefully step yourself back into plank pose now. And you've got two options here. You can hold the plank, or you can Bend the elbows and lower down. Do just a few yogi push-ups. You can keep your knees lifted or drop them. Just make sure you keep your elbows over your wrists if you do bend down. This is a little more intense, but sometimes in order to relax, it's nice to get that energy moving, get that blood flowing. So just try 3 little yogi push-ups. And then lower your knees down, press yourself back into child's pose. So your toes will point behind you and bring your hips to your heels, forehead towards the floor. If your forehead doesn't reach the floor, do bring something to your forehead so that it can rest. Either bring your hands underneath you, stack your fists, a block, a blanket, a pillow, so that you can, again, concentrate on your long exhalation and feel as though any thoughts, worries are just pouring out of your forehead onto your mat. Then take your right arm underneath your left and reach it over towards the side for a nice gentle twist. So you'll feel that right shoulder still pouring and rolling down towards your mat while the left hand presses and you gaze under that left armpit. Slow, deep breaths, long exhales, gentle twist. And then come back to child's pose for at least 1 full cycle of breath. Notice the effects of that stretch on your body. And then do the other side. So the left arm comes underneath you and reaches over underneath the right. There's a little pressure through the right fingertips so that you can roll that left shoulder down towards the floor. And you breathe into the center of your back, right in between your shoulder blades, but also feel length through your side waist and your spine. Releasing tension from the back, the hips, and the shoulders. Coming back to center in your child's pose for another breath or 2. Very carefully make your way to sit with your legs stretched out in front of you, staff pose or Dandasana. Forward folds are very relaxing, so we'll take a forward fold here. If your hamstrings are tight, go ahead and bend your knees. We're not worrying about how far we get in the stretch or how far we can fold. Just like that downward facing, inward turning moment here. Plus a good stretch for those tight hamstrings to release any tension will also create more relaxation for you throughout your body. Make your way slowly onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest. And then keep the right leg in, extend the left leg out. And with an exhale, drop the right knee over towards your left. Your right arm will stretch out to the side. And you can bring your gaze to look over towards your right hand, but you don't have to do that. Just let your spine feel long, your breath feel long, especially those exhales. And feel how the breath moves up and down your spine. Continuing to release tension, let go of stress and anxiety. With an inhale, draw your right knee back into center, and then as you exhale, switch and drop the left knee over towards the right. You can use your right hand on top of the left knee to hold it down. And once again, this is yoga for relaxation, so you're not trying to force your way into a deeper twist. Just kind of go where your body is right now and breathe there. See how much space you can create with your inhale and how much you can let go with your exhales. Really enjoy your breath. And then with an inhale, come back to center. Bend both knees and carefully roll yourself And move your mat over to some free wall space. Doesn't have to be much, just as wide as your mat. And then bringing your hips close to the wall, swing your legs up for legs up the wall pose. This one's super relaxing. You can keep your arms, one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, or open them up with the palms facing to the sky. Just allow yourself to be really receptive here, inviting relaxation, peace, and calm. Feeling how the blood flow is reversed in the legs. Feeling the thigh bones drop down deeper into the hip sockets. And again, focus on the breath. Feeling more grounded with each exhalation. Carefully bending your knees. Roll onto one side. Take a fetal position for a moment or two before you get up. And carefully scoot your mat away from the wall so that you can lay back down on your back and come into Shavasana, corpse pose. So today I'll lead you through a relaxation in corpse pose. With an inhale, tighten the muscles of your right leg. Breathe in deeply, and then as you exhale, release and relax. Shake the leg out, let it get centered. And then again, inhale and do the left leg. You can point your toe, you can flex your foot, doesn't matter. Tighten all the muscles so that when you exhale, you feel the exact opposite. Completely relaxed. Both legs are relaxed. Next, inhale, fill your belly. Keep breathing in, fill your belly like a balloon. And then as you exhale, feel how it relaxes. Everything settles into their place. You feel more grounded. The next breath in is super deep and it fills your lungs. And even when you feel like you can't breathe in any deeper, take in more air and exhale, settle down. Inhale, squeeze your right arm, make a fist. Every muscle is engaged. And as you exhale, the palm opens gently. Every muscle is relaxed. Inhale, the other side. The left hand makes a fist. Every muscle squeezes tight, creates a lot of tension in the arm, and then exhaling, you can find the exact opposite, free of tension. Inhaling, bring your chin to one shoulder and then to the other. Then as you start to exhale, your head moves from side to side, and the movements get smaller and smaller until your head finds its center, right at the top of your neck. Inhale, scrunch the muscles of your face, squeeze every muscle towards the tip of your nose, and then exhale, relax. The last one, inhale, look your eyes towards the back of your head and stick your tongue out of your mouth. It might feel a little silly, but it's a really amazing stretch through, almost feels like the center of your brain. And then when you exhale and release that, you feel a glowing feeling right there in that center of your head where you stretched. And just now allow yourself to feel completely relaxed. Your entire body has gone through the process of relaxation. And as you remain in Shavasana, you can keep your arms open or bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Stay here as long as you like, enjoying this relaxation. Namaste.